Welcome or welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out how do people feel about you. I've got two groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Magician from the Healing Light Tarot, and Group 2 is the Hanged Man. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below in the description box, and you can also find details of my personal readings if you're interested in booking with me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. Reading is for you if you chose the Magician. Let's see what cards you have. From the Healing Light Tarot, you have Energy Signature. The past is in the present. From the astrology reading cards, you have the Moon. Your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have White Rhinoceros. Stability, confidence, steadiness, abundance. From the Goddesses, Gods and Guardians Oracle, you have Mother Mary, emotional healing. From the Radiant Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Six of Cups. And from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Wands. I'm feeling there are people who are really proud of you. And they really admire you and they look up to you and they see you in a very sweet light. They feel a lot of care for you. They really love you and they want to be there for you. They want to take care of you. I'm feeling like there are people who really miss you as well, like a lot of people who really miss you. I want to take action towards seeing you and speaking to you. They may be a bit grippy of you, like they may want to grab onto your energy. I'm feeling like your energy is quite big and you stay with people after you leave them. But I also feel like there may be someone who feels like you've gripped onto them energetically and they're annoyed with you and they want to cut you away. Like they're very sick of you, like you keep following them and almost like stalking them and being really needy and obsessive with them, and they're honestly a bit sick of you, some people, because they just feel like, why won't you leave me alone? Like stop it, stop bugging me. So yeah, try not to be like that. And also I feel like you might have people who bug you like that. So maybe sometimes consider being a bit open with them and saying, hey, I just need some space right now. I'm just going through something. I'm feeling that sense of like emotional crowding, like someone wants to emotionally crowd you. You're having a time where you're not going through anything good. It feels like you're really maybe under the weather and sick, not doing very well, and people want to still get your attention. Like they want you. They need you still. I feel like people are a bit needy of you, like they take you for granted and they want you to heal them all the time. They want you to give them attention all the time, and I feel like they may want attention too much. They may be quite needy and they may be a bit obsessed with you sometimes. I feel like people might be really obsessive over you. They look at you for too long when you walk past them on the street, like, wow, you're gorgeous, you're stunning, and make you feel uncomfortable, like you're on display. And some of you might prefer going out at night and doing things at weird hours when people aren't there to stare at you because you find that it's easier to not be stared at. But I want to say it feels like you might get weirder people around you at nighttime. They might be a little bit more fucked up, let's say. I hope I don't get demonetized. Sorry for swearing. I know some people don't like it. But yeah, I feel like in the day you might get more people admiring you in a good way, but it's more admirers in general. It might be too many. I do feel like you might have too many admirers. There's a lot of messages they want to say. It's like, me, I want to say my feelings. I want to say my feelings. You might want to watch one of those readings on my channel, like Who's Got a Crush on You? Something like that, Who Loves You, Who's Got a Crush on You? I feel like I've done Who's Got a Crush on You quite a few times. Or Who's Got a Message for You? I feel like I've done that one. It's on Patreon as well, Who's Got a Message for You, or Who Wants to Tell You a Secret, something like that, because I feel like there are people who want to tell you secrets. There are people who would share all of your secrets, I'm hearing, but there's also people who would want to share all their secrets with you. So be careful. I feel like younger people to you might share your secrets, but they also might want you to keep their secrets. They might see you as an advisor, see you as a guidance source, and they really respect you and they really care about you and they feel comforted by you. I'm feeling there's one person who walked past you once and they wanted to say hello. They felt friendly with you. They felt like they'd seen you in another life. But they didn't. They might have been having a bad day. I feel like they may have been feeling really sick. They had some sweet feelings for you and they really feel like they missed their chance. Like, no, that person's energy is fucking beautiful and I didn't say hello. I didn't say, oh my God, I love you. And I didn't say, hey, I love your outfit. And I didn't say, wow, you're beautiful. And they wish they had. They kept it a secret. They didn't say anything to you. They didn't even wave at you, but they wanted to. They wanted to wave. They wanted to call you over. They wanted to say, hey, your name, I love you or something. Or yeah, I feel like they follow you online or they like something that you do online. And they wanted to pass on a nice message, but they might have felt like you weren't in the mood. They might have seen you looking tired. Feeling like you needed some alone time or something, and they might have been one of those people who are not needy and not picking on you to give them energy and attention all the time. This particular person is more grounded and stable. They have it by themselves and they're very creative and they have a lot going for themselves. And they're also very beautiful and they get a lot of attention. So they might have thought, oh, maybe you get too much attention and beautiful soul, you might not have wanted any more attention that day. So they might have just walked past you but thought, wow, you're beautiful. Wow, you've got great energy. Wow, you're so talented. Wow, you're incredible. And I do feel like loads of people feel that about you. Like, wow, you're so talented. You're so incredible. And like, yes, you completely got me. You understood me. People feel understood by you and they feel like you've got a lot to offer. Like you'll equip them with tools that they need when they talk to you. You might give them a helping hand. You might say something to them that sticks with them later and they use it in conversation. I'm not sure if it's like you explain something to them and they later need to explain it to someone else and they always think, oh, thanks that person. Like, thank you for explaining it to me so I can pass it on. Yeah, I do feel like you stay with people for a long time. Maybe even years, and I feel like there's people who missed you for years. They maybe haven't seen you, maybe you used to live... I'm hearing you used to live in the same neighbourhood or even in the same house. The same vicinity, it could be a family member, it could be a neighbour, it could be an old friend from childhood or an ex. I feel like an ex for somebody, and you may have shielded your heart from them eventually, or they may have shielded their heart too much from you. But they actually loved you a lot and they didn't tell you how much they loved you. They still miss you, and I feel like they try and see you sometimes. Like, this person might look out their window and hope to see you sometimes. Or just hope to bump into you. They might hope to bump into you everywhere they go. Especially if they do ever go home, like back to where they came from. I feel like they're expecting to see you if it's an old friend and they've moved away or something. It's like they're always expecting to run into you. They hope to run into you. They would want to run after you down the street if they run into you, and they'd want to follow you online because they think you are really gorgeous and you have a lot to offer. I'm feeling people are close to you in terms of how they share their feelings. They don't share much. They'll share a little bit, but it will be with a lid on. They won't ever tell you as much as they want to tell you. Whether that's good or bad, like sometimes you might have people say, oh, can you not? You're annoying me. But they don't go into how much you're like doing too much. And for someone else, I feel like they never tell you how much they appreciate you. Like they'll say, oh, thanks. But really they mean like, oh, thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me. You saved my life. And I do feel like they'll sometimes tone it down. They'll just be like, yeah, thanks. Because they don't want to show you how much they like you. Especially if you've ever said to anyone that they're needy or they're like doing too much, they might want to tone it down now. Like they feel a lot for you, but they tone it down and they try not to tell you. Someone wants to have children with you and someone's thinking, me, please pick me, like next, like please, you're single, like pick me now. And they really don't want you to go back to your ex. Like they're concerned that you might be missing your ex. Like they've seen you, they know you're single, they know you have feelings for them, or they know that you could have feelings for them. They see you as someone who would keep a lid on your feelings as well and not tell them. But they might have there's someone who's picked up that you might have feelings for them. Or they've picked up that in theory you would be like a great Mr. or Mrs. or someone they would love forever. But it feels like someone again who's like followed you online but like missed a chance to see you. They walked past you in real life and didn't say hello. And they wish they had, and they might have even messaged you to say something but not really shared any feelings. I feel like they would want to keep it secret. Anyway, people really trust you. I'm seeing like they actually trust you and they find you continuous. Like they trust that you will do what you say you're going to do. They trust you to turn up when you say you're going to turn up. They feel like you're staying with them, like you're not going to go away. Their feelings won't go away also. So it's like someone has feelings of being a bit sick of you. I feel like they're not going to change their mind. Like, going towards them more will not help. It will make it worse. But if someone's wanting you in their life forever, they're never going to change that. Like, you can't annoy them. I want to say for some of you, don't call people enough, and you can't annoy them if you call them a bit more, if they haven't said to you really clingy and annoying. If they've always said, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, please do contact them more, because I feel like they trust you and they want you in their life forever. And you are a healer. You bring people comfort and you're contagious. Your energy's like really spoiling people. You do spoil people with your energy. I feel you're very generous. You're very caring. You're very giving. You almost have too much of people, that you give them too much. And I feel like sometimes people might have walked away because you gave them too much, only for them to come back and be like, "Way, I need you. Why did you leave? You finally left." It's like you may have been too loyal and too stable for your own good. Like, you just kept giving them the best, and they didn't deserve it, this particular person. Like, they were just trying to manipulate you, I'm hearing. And they left you feeling needy, like you never got what you wanted. And they got too much, and then they thought, thanks, I'm amazing. You made me feel amazing. Like, to be honest, you may have given this person too much narcissistic supply. Like, you may have given them a sense of self-esteem that was very high with a particular person. And they did leave you because they thought, oh, you're cute, but hey, I could get anyone I want now. Like, since you like me so much, I guess everyone likes me. I'm seeing that this person didn't really know what they had until it was gone. And you may have repeated experiences with the same person, where they kept leaving you and wanting you back, and leaving you and wanting you back, and never being able to get over you, actually. Like, once you finally shut the door, this person, if they're still in your life, they don't get over you. And if you have shut the door, they've never got over you, and they never will, because they know they did wrong. Like, they know that they shouldn't have left. They should have stayed where it was nice, instead of going out in the cold to look what else was there and finding nothing except rubbish, and then missing you and wanting you back. So definitely keep your feelings close to that person. I want to say, like, keep a lid on your feelings, because they'll like you more and more and more the more you leave them alone. Like, for them, it's better for them to watch you from a distance and just pre you and, like, look at your social media. Pre means look at. Just, like, watch your social media and see pictures of you looking gorgeous, and not actually get to hold you and touch you. It's better if you just shut your feelings off to that person. Even if you have them still, just keep them to yourself, because I feel like they'll tell you more if you don't tell them as much. And in general, when you're dating, that might be good advice. Like, keep a lid on it. Try and give them a bit less so that they want to come back for more, rather than giving them a really comfy, stable environment where they feel like, actually, this is kind of comfy and boring, maybe. Like, maybe too stable. Like, they may want to see more of your exciting side. I feel like you do have one. They might want to see you getting up and going out and getting dressed more, so you can excite them and they can go and follow you, like they want to follow you out, rather than coming to your home all the time. I feel like someone went through a change where you used to be at home a lot, and you started going out loads, and someone's really missing you. I'm hearing that Drake song, is it Hotline Bling? Where it's like, started wearing less and going out more. I'm sorry, I know someone else was thinking the same song. I feel like someone started doing that. It's maybe you. You started going out more and seeing new people. And there's an ex that's like, damn, I fucked up. I should have just kept them. Like, I should have patterned them up and just stayed with them. Don't know why I tried to leave, and they feel really stupid now because you were their healer. You're the most beautiful person they ever got to date. And they probably did really want to marry you and have children with you and settle with you, but they just didn't actually open up to you. They didn't do it. They didn't do anything. So they got let go. Now they feel sad. So I hope you enjoyed the reading, group 1. You seem amazing. Please comment below to say hello if you haven't before. Or leave me a comment and let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. You might like quite a few of the videos there and they might be useful for you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information link below. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Hanged Man. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Spirit reading cards, you have Ascended Masters. Create open communication. From the Astrology reading cards, you have Venus. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. And the 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. From the Secret Language of Animals oracle, you have Stick Insect. Stillness, awareness, discernment, composure. From the Goddesses, Gods and Guardians Oracle, you have Merlin, Cosmic Knowledge. From the Radiant Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, you have the Five of Pentacles reversed. From the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, you have the Lovers, Death, and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm feeling like people might get very enamored with you. And for some of you, you might be quite quick to want to go to bed with them, and you might want to be quite quick. Not like you want to, but you might be having a tendency to get carried away. Maybe go all the way really quickly and give them all the love that you have really quickly. And you maybe have aspirations towards getting something in return. Maybe you come across like that, maybe you don't actually. But maybe you come across like money hungry, or maybe like you have a bit of a luxury taste. And I feel like for some people, they might find you very glamorous and attractive at first, but then they kind of don't miss you when you leave them, or if you go away quickly. It might burn out quickly is what I'm feeling, like you get very hot and heavy with someone. It's really good, it might be a specific person. It's really good, but then maybe they're not really sure about you, and maybe you went in too quickly. They weren't that sure about you, but you went from 0 to 100 really quick, and then they run away. They maybe didn't get as stable as it could have done for somebody, and they didn't really miss you when you moved on, or they moved on, because they might have just seen it as shallow and about sex and maybe about money and not really anything else. So I feel like you might have people who didn't really miss you and hold on to you, but I also feel like there's people who treasure you and want you to stay around forever. And I feel like they might find you not like the life and soul of their party or their life or anything like that, like you're not their full attention all the time. Some of you might be slightly attention seeking, and I feel like some people might find that annoying. They might see that in you, that you're a little bit attention seeking, particularly with regards to your looks, like you might just try too hard. A lot of the time you might do the most, and you might value looks a bit too much above everything else, and like material goods and money above everything else to some people. But I do feel like there's people who want to keep you around forever. They see you as trustworthy and loyal and safe, and these might be your partners. I'm hearing for someone you might have multiple partners, or maybe it's your ex-partners, who see you as someone who is stable and trustworthy, even if maybe it was like a bit hot in the beginning and it ended up getting boring or something like that. Because I feel like you might give them, for somebody it's like you give them the sexy, you try and act like a hoe at the beginning, only for you to really want like a boring, safe life where you're the wife. It's like you're false advertising almost to people, like they really feel like you should have just told them who you were and showed them that you wanted a life of marriage and not a one-night stand. So I'd say that's some advice for you, is if you want marriage, tell them. And if you want a one-night stand, don't pretend you want marriage, because they'll think, oh, boring, I don't want that. So don't misadvertise yourself. You don't know what someone else wants. You should just be honest with yourself and what you want. I am seeing a bit of a whorish energy come through. I feel like someone does feel like you're a bit of a whore. Sorry to say that, but I do feel like they find you prostitute-y, and like you only wanted them for money, and you kept begging them for things, and you use sex to get what you want, and you might be a bit of a snake to that person. You might have cheated on them. You might have put them in a third-party situation, or maybe you tried to go with them when they had a partner, and they didn't like you, they didn't find you interesting or want you. And they're not interested in you at all, like they absolutely have zero interest in you, and they're still in love with their partner. They find you unattractive but like whorish, and trying to make yourself look nice, but not really looking that nice, but thinking you're nice. And they thought you were aiming too high as well. They thought you weren't really maybe as good as you thought you were, or you maybe thought that you could get with someone who was not in your same... I'm hearing for someone like your income bracket, or your age level, or your maturity level, or your intelligence level, or your good looks level. It's like you went for the wrong person. They may have thought, I don't know why you were trying to get with me. They might have kind of like used what you were offering because you offered them too much at the beginning. Sorry, these readings are not nice. Please read the disclaimer. Tarot is not meant to make you feel better. Especially for some of you, because I do feel this like, I'm better than you kind of energy, and you're not. Like, let's be real, you're probably average, because most people are average. Let's just be honest, like, not everyone's a 10 out of 10. You guys might have thought you were a 10 out of 10 with the wrong person, where they're a bit chill. And they're a bit preferring to be a wallflower, and they prefer not to get too much attention. And they might have found you an attention seeker, and it's like, I couldn't be seen dead with this person that always wants to have everyone's eyes on them when I just want to be not seen. And I feel like for you, you can't possibly understand why they wouldn't want attention. I hope you know who this is and why it's coming through in the reading if it's for you. Because they found you honestly so annoying and narcissistic, like you wouldn't stop. Like you just wouldn't stop trying to like berate them or make them think you're better than them or show off or try and get what they had or something. Like try and follow them everywhere they go, like anything you can do, I can do better. You might have just kept trying to outshine them or bring attention to them when they weren't trying to get attention. Like they were just being there and you started screaming at them or something. Started screaming their name and hollering at them, even if you were giving them good attention, like, wow, you're so good looking, oh my god. And it's like everyone on the street turned around to look at them. They felt like, God, couldn't be more embarrassing. Like, could you just be quiet? Could you just not do that? Like, it's really annoying. I know you don't mean bad by doing that, but I just feel like your energy didn't agree with someone. It's like you're loud and you like attention. You like people to look at you and you like to go all out and you might be a bit extra and you want the world. And you have big dreams and goals and you might like money and you might like fancy things, and this person's humble. They're humble and grounded and stable and down to earth, and they just wanted simple. They just wanted a simple life, they just wanted safety, and I feel like you wanted more. You wanted too much, you maybe kept going on and on at them for not making enough money or something like that, and they felt really offended by you and didn't know why you were mad at them. And maybe I'm hearing your feminine charms ran out, or your good looks didn't make up for the fact that you didn't really get them. I also feel like someone feels really, this is for someone else now, someone feels like they've really, really, really missed you to the point where they don't know if you're ever coming back, and they still love you, but they're trying to get over you, but they feel like they can't ever get over you. I feel like you were a surprising one because you probably were trying to be a wallflower. This is for someone who was trying to not get attention. You were literally just trying to fit in, you were shy. You wanted to be not seen, and this person saw you anyway. Like, I feel like for someone, you might wear a niqab even. You might be completely covered from head to toe, you dressed really modestly. You had an angel aura, like you had a halo. You might be dressed like a nun and you have a halo over your head. And there's somebody who just thought, wow, and it's like your spirit guides were communicating with their spirit guides to tell them that you're beautiful inside and out, like you're a gorgeous person. It's like for you, you don't need makeup and you don't need to try, and you're definitely not whorish. You're definitely not, and you might be slightly older in age than some people watching who would get that kind of message. I feel like you're very spiritual, you're very religious, you believe very strongly in a higher power. You have a lot of faith. And this person sees you as incredible and amazing and able to accomplish anything. Really loyal and really stable, and someone who's so untouchable in a way of, not in a rude way, but in a way that like no one else could compare to them. Like you're so far ahead of everyone else, you're so far advanced spiritually, that for you it's really easy to deal with things that they would find difficult. Like they might have found some of the experiences you've been through so difficult that they wouldn't have been able to get out of bed again. But for you, you're still continuing and you're still strong. You're still loyal and you still have faith and you're still beautiful inside and out. And I feel like this person just wants to communicate with you more, but they might feel like you're a bit shy. They might feel like they don't want to be clingy. I feel like they're worried about being clingy because they feel like you're a bit independent. They're worried about needing you too much. They're worried about missing you, but they want to talk to you more. This person may be slightly older than you, or they may be an old soul. And they have a lot of wisdom for you, and I feel they see the same in you, like you're an old soul. They recognize you. They've been hanging around and waiting for you since a past life. And I feel like they do really love you and they really value you, and they see a lot of interest in you on an intellectual level and on a soul level. And they find you very unique, like you're chill and you're quiet and you're humble and you're grounded and you're down to earth, and you do try and stay in the shadows of other people, just being helpful and making sure the structures are stable. Like you might be one of those people who's a pillar of community to people. I feel like you might always be there in the local neighborhood shop. You might always be there to open up every morning and make sure people get what they want, like their bread and their milk, or their chips, or their fries if you're American, or something like that. It feels like you were always there. or you are always there, you're just there for people. And you see them as they are, and you have an intellect about them, like a sense of judgment. And you might not say anything until you're asked, like you just chill. And when someone wants something, you have the answer for them, or you know what to say to them, you know how to read them. I do feel like someone's feeling unsure of whether they should contact you ever again, like they want to contact you. They miss you from the past, and this person may have been busy trying to get their own things going on in life, like they were busy trying to get money. And maybe even looking at other attractive people, like they might have actually got you in a third party situation themselves. Like this could be the other way around, and it's like a bit of a whorish person who you tried to deal with and you were not like that, but they kind of still miss you, and you might not miss them at all, and they don't know if they should talk to you or not. I feel like for some of you might want to talk to them because they did have a spiritual connection with you. You might have been a light worker for them, because I feel like you might have encouraged them to do something that they didn't think they could do ever in their life, and you gave them a sense of belief, and you might have encouraged them to change a behavior. I feel like you might have encouraged someone to stop behaving really badly and getting themselves into trouble and start thinking long term, and they're really grateful for that because you told them, like, stop putting yourself out there too much and being around the wrong type of person who's just going to use you and abuse you. And try and find someone for life, and try and find someone more stable, and stop that behaviour and stop this behaviour and stop this and stop this. And I feel like it really helped them to get to the next level. They see you as someone who's behind the scenes in the background for them. You might be around the age of 42 or above if this message is for you. Maybe even 10 years plus or more, 16 years plus. 20 years plus. But I'm feeling like the people who are thinking about you and they haven't seen you in so long that they don't know if they're going to see you again, but they miss you. They have a lot of words to say to you, but they don't really know how to start because it feels like the opportunity's passed. Like you haven't maybe seen them in 10 years or even 42 years for someone. You might not have seen someone since you were 10 or something. Yeah, like you're in your 50s, you haven't seen someone since you're 10. And they really miss you and they've been missing you. And maybe they've been thinking about you really strongly for 10 years. Yeah, I feel like you have like a divorced friend or a friend that went through a significant breakup. When they went through a breakup, they may have been in the relationship for 10 years or 5 years or 6 years, something like that or longer. And I feel like when they went through the breakup, they started looking at you, but you might have been too busy. I'm hearing you were too busy praying and meditating and being celibate, and you weren't really sure about them. You might have prayed. You probably do know that you were in your celibacy era. You were trying to pray and meditate and take care of your health and not trying to deal with anyone stressful or not having time because you were dealing with money problems. And some higher power source told you this person might be just a waste of your time and they might just want sex. And I feel like you might have dealt with one of those people that tried to convince you that they were like prettier than everyone and better than everyone. But they weren't really, and I feel like you just left them. You left them hanging, but they still keep you in a weird way. So know that spirit will maybe bring you together with people sometimes, and it might not be for anything long term. You might be their light worker and you might not remember what you said to them. So I feel like you're one of those people who might be doing favours for people. If you enjoyed the reading, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. If you do want a personal reading because you want every word to resonate with just you and you have some money, then please get in touch. My information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.